Yo, what is good, YouTube? I'm gonna be cutting my guy Cayman's hair today, and as you can see, he has that Trae Young hair, and he kind of looks like him, but you can see he's definitely thinning up top. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that down with the number 8 guard. So what's funny about his hair is that we used the 8 guard, and the front right there, you can see, is literally a number 8 guard. Like, it didn't even cut any hair. It's exactly an 8 guard. So what we're doing right now is we're just chopping it all off. It definitely looks a lot fuller now that we cut it down. You can see he's peeping himself in the mirror. What we're gonna do is we're gonna set in our first guideline. So we're just gonna punch that line in. And don't worry, I'm gonna show you how to get that line out. We're gonna grab our shavers and we're just gonna ball that thing out. Now we're gonna get our lever open and we're gonna go up 1/2 inch. Now I've been told I'm pretty light-handed when I cut hair, so I'm not fully pressing on his head. I'm just, slightly going up. So how we're gonna get that line out is we're gonna flip our trimmers upside down and we're just gonna go up slightly. Now, when I first started cutting hair, I definitely struggled to take that line out, but now that I've been cutting for a while, it's definitely easier. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna close the clipper all the way and we're just gonna go up a little. And then we're just gonna slowly start opening that lever up. Right here, I have my 1 guard and I'm just going up. Okay, so this is my first time ever recording in the shop and I'm still getting used to the camera angle, so my shoulder was in this entire shot. So right here, I have my 0.5 and I have it closed all the way. And I'm just going up ever so slightly. And then I'm gonna open it up just to soften up that line and get it really blurry. I'm basically detailing right now. As you can see, that thing's pretty blurry to me. So right here, I grab my 1.5 guard and I'm just going up just to get those dark spots and to lighten them up. You can see right here, I didn't want to go into the top of his head. So I grab my 1 guard and I'm just gonna go up and just to darken up those spots I couldn't get with my 1.5 guard. Right here, I'm gonna sharpen it around the ear and it looks like I have it down all the way on the head, but I don't. Just the right side is doing the job. Here, I'm gonna hold the ear down and I'm gonna flip my trimmer to the side and just carve it. Alright, I know y'all see how bad his cowlicks are in the back. His swirls, he has a bunch of swirls, he has everything. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our trimmers and we're just gonna, now I got these in my barber kit when I was in barber school and I just used them to set my guidelines in. They're not super sharp at all, so they're pretty easy. Right here, I'm gonna grab my clippers and I'm gonna open my lever all the way. And I'm just what I like to do is I just use my thumb for a reference. 1/2 inch is basically my thumb's width. Now to get that line out, I'm gonna grab the trimmers and I'm gonna flip it upside down and just go up a little to make it easier for myself. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna close my clipper and I'm just gonna go up. Now I'm not going up all the way to the dark area. I'm just slightly going up and then I'm gonna open the lever and go up even more until it's fully opened. Right now it's fully open, so I'm at the very top. I'm gonna do the same on this side. As you can see, it's fully closed. And then I'm gonna open it and open it and open it. Now I have my 1 guard and I'm just going up. Now you don't want to go into the bulk, so I'm going underneath it. So what I'm gonna do now is grab my clipper and it's closed. So all I'm gonna do is get rid of those little dark areas as best as I can. So my clipper is closed, but I'm gonna go up with that 1 guard closed. Just halfway. Now what that's doing is softening that line up. This is where I grab my 0.5 closed and I'm just gonna get rid of that line. As you can see, I can't get rid of that dark area, so I'm gonna take that guard off and have my lever open and just attack it. Now what's causing that is from all this weird growth pattern. Now it's still closed, I'm just getting rid of that line still. Right here, I'm detailing and I'm just using my clipper just to get rid of those dark spots. Right here, we're going to close it and get rid of that dark area. Now on this part, his head is very tricky. And you're going to run through problems like that, and you're just going to have to try to find out the best solution for it. Sometimes you just have to guess and make the best choice. Now, I am going to go back for the back and use a 1.5 guard and flick out just to create the shape. But right here, I have a 1 guard closed, and I'm just getting rid of the darkness around his ear. Now I'm going to grab my trimmers and I'm just going to create a nice line. Now I'm making sure not to push it back. I mean, you could clearly tell that it's pretty light in some areas, but that's just the way his hair is. So what I'm doing now is I'm just matching from what we did earlier and just connecting it from point A to point B. Now you can see there's a little hair that's sticking, so I'm going to flip my trimmer and I'm just going to go to the side and connect it. So once you do this, what I would recommend is moving your client around and making sure it looks good in all the angles. Right here, I already did the other side. As you can see, it's pretty sharp. So what we're going to do is we're going to start in the middle and connect it to the right. Now his right side is thinner than the left. So doing now is you can see it's pretty light right there. But I'm going to show you how to get that crispy line up here soon. Now don't be afraid to move your client's head. All I'm doing right now is tap and drag, tap and drag. I will say when I first started doing lineups, my hands were pretty shaky. Using the pencil is my favorite tool. I don't use it to enhance the cut, I really use it just to make sure everything's symmetrical. So as you can see, I marked it and now I'm gonna grab my trimmers and just go over it to get it as sharp as possible. I always use the white pencil just to make sure everything's nice and neat and symmetrical, and so I can see those hairs sticking out. Now this is the final result. As you can see, he walked in really thin up top, and I did enhance the cut just in those little corners that are really light. I'm gonna definitely lock in and upload a lot more and figure out these camera angles and try to give y'all the best quality videos I can. Y'all let me know though, should he have kept the hair or was it a good choice that he cut it short? Alright, this is the end of the video, but if you like the video, please like and subscribe.